berries are actually what wheat and bread are made from, but we're going to use the whole wheat berry. The nice thing about the wheat berry is that you get all the things that you usually end up buying to put back into your food. You get the wheat germ, you get all the nutrients, you get the whole grains like whole wheat flour with added wheat germ. So you get a lot of nutrients and fiber. And the wheat berry has got a lot of body to it. It has a little bit of chew. It's got a little, like you would say, al dente pasta. And the way I cook wheat berry is, the wheat berry takes a little longer, but if you have a rice cooker, you can cook it in your rice cooker and just kind of walk away and come back. You start with, as almost all grains, I always use a ratio of 2 parts liquid to 1 part grain. And the liquid can be water, or you can use a vegetable broth if you want it to have a little more flavor, depending on what you're using. So, wheat berries, I soak them for about an hour ahead of time. Sometimes you'll see soak them overnight. You don't have to. And then you put them in the water, drain them, put them in the water, your 2 liquid to 1 grain ratio. Bring it to a boil, put it to a simmer, and put the lid on, and just let it cook slowly till all the water is absorbed. And it's going to be a little firmer than rice, so don't think that it's not done. So today we have our wheat berries for this Moroccan salad. So I'm going to add lots of neat things, and you can add, as always, this is your blank canvas, so you can add what you'd like, but I have my favorite. So I'm going to add, and this is going to be a cold salad, so I'm adding some beautiful yellow bell pepper. I always get organic for bell peppers. And then, now a lot of Moroccan things are like the tagines, they're made with a tomato. So I'm going to use a fresh tomato in this salad. And then some raisins. There's always a sweet element in Moroccan food, is sometimes it's an apricot, a raisin, a golden raisin. So if you don't have raisins, you have other dried fruit, cranberries, anything you can throw in, that would work just as well. And then some grated carrot, and the grated carrot gives it another pop of color. So we're adding all these wonderful elements. Now, I'm putting in some chickpeas. You can put more or less chickpeas. It gives it protein, it gives it some body, and very typical of the traditional foods in that area of Morocco. So I'm going to stir this up. And then I'm going to add, I have cilantro. No, actually this isn't cilantro. You can use cilantro or parsley. And today I'm using a fresh parsley chopped up. And then that gives it also more wonderful color. So it's going to be a beautiful, bright, colorful salad. Now for a little salty element, I'm adding some Kalamata olives that I've chopped up. Just about 1/8 of a cup of those. Tossing that in. So now I'm going to make a dressing. Now I have an orange juice that I've juiced the orange, and I've used a little bit of the zest. And then I have some gram masala. Now gram masala is a mixture of spices. Now in Moroccan, they use the warm, sweet, like the cinnamons, the cardamoms, the cumins, nutmeg, different flavors. So instead of going out and buying lots of different spices that you need just a pinch of, I've gotten some gram masala, which includes a lot of those flavors and works really well. So I'm adding that into my orange juice to make a dressing. Just want to stir that in so there's no big lumps of your spice. And once that's well blended, we're going to add it into our salad and give it a toss. Now, a lot of times you'll hear salt and pepper to taste. I am not a big salt person. I don't have a real salty palate. So that's always up to you how much salt and pepper that you would like to add. So now we have, quick and easy, our wonderful Moroccan wheat berry salad. So grains are so versatile, And they can be used in so many ways. They can be used hot, cold. They're basically, like I said, they're a blank canvas that you can add any flavor you'd like. So have fun with them. And thank you so much for joining us today. I'd like to say aloha and mahalo. Aloha.